comprehension as an option. That which is outside of what I believe currently. And yet, I lean into the evidence that the unimaginable is running through my life and expanding it, hour by hour. I am here to be surprised, expanded, sustained, held, and freed. Ang Namo Gurudev Namo. And so it is. So come onto your back. We will finish this week of standing poses. Adjust, modify anything you need. You're going to take your strap, put it next to you. Draw your right knee in, interlace your fingers, and let your left heel rise and fall. So just set yourself up, rolling through the ankles, point flex, start in the toes, rotating the ankles, rotating through the thigh bone, changing directions, and then firm it all up, organize it. Draw the right shin in, and let the left heel become a straight line. And we go 4, 3, 2, and then standing in the left heel, the left hand high. Open, close the left fist. You are standing. You are standing. You are standing. Open it up. Take a stand. And bring it in. Interlace your fingers over your left shin. Let your right leg come out, unfold, roll your ankles. Up and down. Finding your way in. So that when your right heel is high, your right hip is reaching forwards. You're lengthening through the right side of your back, anchoring the right side of your navel, opening your toes, finding your feet. And then the right heel down and the right hand overhead, firm it up. Open the right hand, close the right hand. Stand. And then right hand, left shin, left hand overhead. Just change the arms. Open the left. And now change the arms and the legs. And again. Each one's an exhale. So stand in your feet. And as you stand in your feet, it drives the knee a little higher. And as the knee comes higher, the thigh comes to the body. And that connection between thigh and body starts to move the inner organs. All the interstitial fluid that keeps the gut healthy. And then pause with your right hand at your left knee and drop across. And center and change, arm, leg, and right knee drops across. And center and change. Exhale as you rotate. Inhale into center. It is as kind or as simple or as enormous as you would choose. And maybe as it opens, you start to have a little pace. Feet flexed. 3, 2. Good. 1. Lift your head, shoulders, hands behind the base of your neck. Elbow to opposite knee. So now let the upper back and the shoulders revolve. A moment ago, we were turning through the hips. Now turn through the shoulders. 8, 7. Pressing into your heels to drive the navel to the floor. Putting the parts together and then putting them in motion. 2 and 1. Good. Head, shoulders down, feet down. Left leg long. Right knee drops open. Right hand, right thigh. And then pressing into the thigh, press the right knee to point up. press into the thigh. So there's an enormous resistance between the knee and the hand. Roll it in, and roll it open and feel through the inner thigh, feel through the low abdomen, the transverse abdominis, right down at the base. One more time. Good. Both knees bend. Right hand comes inside your right knee. Draw your knee close. And now press the heel wide as you press your thigh into your palm. Bend your knee wide, pull it close, and then press. 3. Inhale, it comes in. Exhale, press. 2. 1. Good. Take your right heel high, your arms wide, your left leg long, and just rock it to the left. And then open to the right. 8. Into open. We're just cleaning out the basement, the points of contact, that when you couldn't get a flashlight to work, you would take out the batteries and sand the connection between the battery and the case so that all the points were available. Good. Put your right foot flat and change. So the left knee drops open, the right leg straight, the left hand to the left inner thigh, pressing into the thigh, press the left knee up, and then open, and then up, and then open. And so there's resistance in all of it, and the right leg is holding you steady, and the left hand is pressing, and the left knee opens and returns. This is the diddly kind of stuff I really didn't like when I was early in my practice, and this is what keeps me healthy as I grow older. Go ahead, bend your right knee. Bring the left hand inside the left knee. Draw the knee towards your shoulder, and then press the left heel out and press the thigh into the hand. So left knee to left shoulder, heel comes in close, and then press it all the way out. 3. That when we can begin finding this range in the hip, we find the range translates in through the abdomen and down through the feet. One more time, knee in, press out, pause. Good. Left heel high, left arm wide, palms down, right leg straight, flex your feet, and drop across to the right, and then across, opening left. Doesn't need to be big. I'm standing in my right leg, and I'm using my left to really access the base of my abdomen, my outer hip, my inner thigh. These are from Gary Kraftow, Vinny Yoga, healing for the knees and the hips. So knees to your chest. Go ahead, shake it out. We're going to roll forward and back. We'll do 2 moon salutes and stand right into our tree. So up over, child's pose, folding in. There's space in here right now, right there. So let's open the chest, draw up, draw open, and then sweep down back to child. And then sit out and draw through, in and open, and roll it down, and open. So this inner organ flush, down dog, is so essential. All the ways in which female health is different through the pelvis. Hips side to side, arms grow long. Step your right foot up, finding a lunge. Put your left knee down, take your hands to your shoulders, and up. Do it again, shoulders and up. Do it again, shoulders. Look up, set down, and step up. Sweep wide, stand tall. Good, shoulders up, shoulders up, shoulders. Fold down. Right foot, right knee, hands, shoulders. Again, 3, 2, 1, and down dog. Wrap the thumbs down into the floor, the knees bend, the heels lift, the outer shoulders draw back. High plank to the floor, peeling open, looking left. Right hip dropping long, and child. Draw back, rise up, lift your hips if you like. And child, fold it down. Draw through and open. 3, roll down. 2. And then down dog. Wag the tail. Smooth it out. Left foot steps, and we'll repeat the hands 3 times. So right knee down, hands back, hands to shoulders, and in up, out, down, 3. 2. 1 more. And fold to the floor. Stepping up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up to the shoulders. Go in up. 3. 2. Fold to the floor, left foot leads you back. Organizing our movements, knee down, hands up, 3 more times. Elbows back, chest broad, reach into the fingers, just as we've pressed through the legs. Last one, look up and set it down and step it back. Down dog. Knees bend, heels lift, thighs. Rotate your inner thighs back, rotate your thumbs down and lift through the hips. High plank to the floor. Peel open and look to the right. Drop that left hip, open the left side collarbone, left side jaw. And child's pose. So let's just move it through. We won't raise and lower the hands. We'll just move through our salute and see if we can become a little more liquid. Rise up. Flow down, reach out. And then pull forward, inhaling, opening. Exhaling, down dog. Right foot takes us forward. Left knee sets us down to shoulders to rise, look up. To shoulders, to floor, set down. Stepping up, sitting wide, rolling tall. Knees bend. Down the backs of the legs, right foot leads. And down, hands to shoulders, take it up. And down. Step back, down dog. Right thumb, right outer shoulder wraps back, knee soft, inner right heel, outer right heel. From there, high plank to the floor. Peel open, look left, and that right side, long from the toes to the hip to the throat. And child's pose. Left side, rising up. Folding down, your pace. If I am too quick, you slow it down. Draw through. Nothing here is hasty. Down dog. Move the way you want to live today. Left foot. Right knee, hands to shoulders, rising tall. Chest broad, and set it down. Step it up. Sweep wide, stand tall, reach tall. And down the backs of your legs. Left foot leads you. Left knee, hands to shoulders, reaching up. And setting down. Down dog. 3. Knees soft. Hips high, heels lift, thumbs down. Shoulders broad, head drops. High plank to the floor. Rising to cobra, look right. Dropping the top of the left foot, the top of the left thigh. And child's pose. Wag the tail. Come up and bring your belly to the floor. And bring your right knee wide and your right knee to the floor and your foot to the floor. And then palms to the floor and just peel open to cobra. And then the shoulders and chest can explore a little left and a little right. And for some people this is nothing, and for some people this is world changing. And so my right knee is bent, my right heel is in line with my right knee. If I need to be lower, I'm lower. And then see if you can drop your right hip towards the floor and look left. Good, drop your head. So you can bring your right knee back and bring your left knee up and wide and left knee to the floor. So my left knee is in line with my hip. My foot is flexed. My heel is in line with my knee. Peel to cobra. So that can be low. You can be resting on your ribs or resting on your hips. And then this chest gets a little shimmy. And the shimmy is helping the inner pelvis to align. Good. And now look right. And as you look right, drop that left hip. And then all the way down, left foot back, down dog. Walk out your dog, wag your tail. The space at the inner thigh, wagging the tail. Let's find the outer thigh. High plank. And step your right foot halfway up, turn the toes out, come onto your outer left foot, reach your right hand high. And then the right hand will reach overhead as you draw your right knee back towards your right heel, spin. And let your fingertips drip towards the floor, roll your ribs open, hug your thighs, plug into the base of your left thumb. And then right hand up and down and change sides. So high plank. Pivoting, left foot comes up, outer right heel to the floor, left hand high. Lift your hips. Hug your left knee towards your heel, and then left hand overhead, letting the fingertips drip toward the floor, and it lifts the hips, inner thighs towards each other. There's the outer hip, and left hand high and wide and downward facing dog. Bend your knees, pull your heels high, pull your hips high, reach your hips back down. Bend your knees, lift your heels, lift your hips, pull your heels back down, arms longer. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, bounce your heels, hold your elbows. Sit down, rise through the heart. Sit down, elbows leading the heart, stand down, heart high. Little shimmy, bring it up. Heels down, tail down, shoulders down. Hug your heels. Lift your hands. Thumbs point back. Feel how even the body is. Front, back, left, right, top, bottom. And then widen down. Shake it out. So if this breath we're doing, this breath of life, is putting current through us, step left, draw the right knee up. We want the appliance, if we were a toaster oven, to be really clean and strong and sound, left hand high. So when the current goes through it, it works even better rather than burning up. Step back, shake it out. So all the asana is preparing the physical body. Right foot, draw your left knee up. Stand tall. Take a stand. Steady your mind, steady your gaze. Right hand high. And steadying ourselves is part of getting the equipment ready. Becoming a little less rattleable. Let it go. So we'll build tree. Left foot down, right knee to rise. And then right knee goes wide, just as we did on the floor. Right hand, right thigh, meet it. Stand in both heels, set your gaze at one point. Left hand, left ribs. So the ribs roll open and the right knee draws back and you stand in your feet. Left hand up. Right hand up. Stand in your feet, both of them. 3. And smile. 2. And down. Beautiful. Right foot, set your gaze. Left knee. Tree. Sealing the foot in, sealing the foot down. Left hand, left thigh. Right hand, right ribs. Peel yourself open. Right hand high. Left hand high. Smile. And down. Step to the top of the mat, reach up. You made this. Bend your knees and sweep down and dive into that quiet. And lift halfway and step it back to the floor, to a cobra, to down dog. Walk your dog. And is there an inner quiet? Be still, knees soft, thumbs down, shoulders broad. Your feet a little closer to each other, right foot steps up, finding a lunge, no knee to the floor, hands to shoulders. 3 times, inhale, exhale. Straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale, set it down. Again. Deepen that. Strengthen the back leg. Excellent. Keep the legs, hands up. 3. Square the left hip forward. 2. Palms together. Thumbs to your heart. Lean forward, look forward. Reach out and lift off. 3. Strong in the right leg. 2. Chest broad, arms long. Foot to the floor, hands up high. And set it down to the floor. Step back, down dog. Float your right foot high. Open it. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, wrap it in, press it out. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, wrap it in, press out. Set it down. Let's go to child's pose a beat. And just quiet 3 breaths. So we build these standing poses to build our anchor, to strengthen the appliance, the light bulb, so the oven can get hotter, so the light bulb can get brighter, so we can amplify our prosperity, our community, our freedom. Hands, knees, plug in, down dog. It is no small thing, this practice. Left foot up. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Come to your lunge, hands to your shoulders. Let's bring it up first. Inhale. Exhale, hands to shoulders. Straighten the front leg, rising. And then falling. In and up. Out and down. In and up. Out and down. Keep the legs, right hand, left hand, bring it up. Tuck the chin. Reach out. Lift off. 3. Navel to spine, arms long. You're ready for it. 2. And foot to the floor. And hands up high. And lift your heart and lift your thigh and set it down. Finding downward facing dog. Float your left foot high. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, and press it out. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, wrap your elbows in as you extend. Step your left foot up to your hands, walk your fingertips to the center, and bend your right knee. And then bend your left knee. And bend your right knee. Yep. And center. Take your left hand further across. So it's sort of towards a line that your right foot would make. And as you spin, raise the right hand. And then bring your right hand down and walk everything over towards the left side. And so my right hand is across, my knees are soft, my hips are high, my spine is long, and I rotate, turning to the left. And then back into the center. Bend your knees, hands to hips. Bring your heart up high, bring your hands out wide, and bend your right knee and bring your left hand down to your shin. And then open it up. And the left knee bends, right hand down. We'll just go 10. We're folding and unfolding through the whole aspect at the center of the body. Feel the strength of your standing legs. Use your legs to open and close the energy of your body. 3. 2. 1 more. Good. Hands at your hips. Thumbs point back, tail goes back. Fold as you can, knees bend, hips up. Draw your elbows towards each other behind you. Press your hands back. Bring the weight into the balls of your feet. Shimmy a little side to side. Elbows back, heart comes through. Legs go long for 3. 2. Bend your knees, put your fingertips to the floor, pivot to the front, down dog. Bring your feet together. Bring your knees together. Bring your knees to the floor. Put your feet flat and hug your feet and hug your knees. And bring your body down onto your thigh. So take your blocks and we'll set them up on the left-hand corner of your mat. I'm just going to start with the left foot here so that you can see what we're up to. Down dog. Left heel comes high. Hi, girl. Reaching into the heels, reaching into the hand. Bend your left knee and roll the hip open. Come onto your left fingertips. Now this might be exactly where you work. Lightly straighten, lightly bend. Good. 2 feet down, feet towards each other, nearly touching, right heel rising. Arms long, legs long, bend your right knee. Roll the right hip open. Straighten the right leg. Bend the right leg. Straighten it out. Bend it and roll the hip open. So you can repeat that. And that is awesome. Right fingertips only, lift it up. And then palm flat, hands down. Or, so option 1, modified, is lifting your left foot or step it up. And warrior 2, left hand high, we'll take the left hand to the blocks and find crescent moon, right hand, right hip. So bending the right knee just a little to roll the pelvis, open the right hand high. Broad. Flexing the right foot, lifting the outer foot, pelvis. Good, you bring your right hand to your hip. Bring your right foot to the floor. Left hand high. We'll come in and out again. So if you were in dog, you just put your foot down, pause a beat. And now bending the left knee, look to the block, hand to the block, heel comes up. Right hand rotates your hip, stacking right over left. Reach to your inner feet, your right hand high. Turn the palm to the front and maybe reach over. So the fingers drip again. And then the right heel goes back. 3. 2. And the right hand high and then to the hip and the foot to the floor. Dismount with grace. Down dog. Sometimes taking our stand means writing something. Sometimes taking our stand means standing up in front of people. Sometimes it's just being seen without changing who we are. So left foot would rise. Left knee would bend, coming onto your left fingertips. This would be your modification. No, we did that side. Right foot comes up. Right knee bends. Step your right foot up. Or work in that pose. I'm going to have my back to you. You're going to be great. Blocks to the right hand side. And then right hand high. Straighten the leg. Open it up. So I'm taking a stand and it makes me wobbly and people might watch me fall. They'll see my back. Right hand down. Lift off. A little bend in the knees and then pressing out, organizing it. This first one, dress rehearsal. It's a mulligan. Finding my way to the stillness. And then hand to hip and foot to floor and reverse. Open up. Yep, we might fall. Bend your right knee, right hand down. Take your time, lift off. Left hand comes to left hip, roll it open. Reach into your heels. Left hand high. Spin the palm. Bring it all the way over if you like and draw the left heel a little bit back as though drawing back a bow. Reach into your inner thighs and find the quiet and be seen. Left hand high, exit with grace, hand to hip, foot to the floor, rising. Right hand down to the floor, step back, down dog. Arms long, knees soft, shoulders roll back, 3. High plank, flat to the floor, all the way down. So we've spent this week standing, building. Next week we'll work into the chest. So to find our way there, go ahead, walk your thighs back, lift your feet, palms back and down. Bring your feet together, point the toes, open them and really firm the legs and then zip them together. Right over your cat. Yep. And you're doing it so quietly, right from the center of your navel, that you would never bother your cat. 3. Yeah. From the navel. 2. They're so used to it. Good. And now keep your feet together and set them down and reach your right hand out and back and your left hand out and back and tuck your chin. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hands down. We'll find hands, knees, feet flat. And the counter pose, tuck your chin round. Imagine spinning your fingers towards one another, and this will spin your shoulder blades apart. Tuck your chin, drop your head, and rock your head slowly from side to side. Really finding the upper back, tuck of the chin, tail drops through the mid-back, a little forward and a little back. Finding the tail and the low back, spin the fingers in. Walk your feet towards your hands and come to lie down on your back. Palms open. unperturbable. And feel how energy can move through you so differently now. We're back to where we started, but we've been plugged in, we've been cleaned out, and now there's a song within us. Heels widen to the outer edge of the mat. Let your knees wash out side to side. Boo, do you need me? Lil, do you need me? Arms a little higher. 4, 3, 2. Keep your right knee down. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Press your knee up into your ankle. Press your ankle down into your knee. Build that. And then left hand open. Right wrist in left hand, hands overhead. To the floor. Over the cat. Reaching into the right kneecap. So as deep inside the crease between the body and the hip. And then release the arms wide, release the feet, and find neutral. Extend your left leg long. Cross your right ankle over your left. Take your left hand overhead and reach your right wrist into your left hand. Now bow the left hand and the wrist to the left and walk your feet a little bit to the left. So now I'm this great curve. Drop your right hip, hug your shins. Drop your right shoulder, relax your right hand. Breathing into the whole right side body. And release. Heels wide, palms open, notice. Knees bend, feet flat, hands wide, knees wash side to side. And knees fall right and left knee falls down. Maybe this is where you work, or take your right leg, cross your right ankle over the outer left knee. Press down with the ankle, press up with the left knee, and open through the front of the hip. The left hip coming a little forward. The right hand over you, hand open to catch the left wrist and let it rest to the floor. So a little up with the left knee and reach into the kneecap, a little down with the right ankle, feet flexed. And into the center. And feet flatten, release your hands. So heels are wide. Right leg extends and steps to the right. Left ankle crossing over right. Right hand holding left wrist, and it goes to the right. So I am a curve, I am a crescent. Hug the shins and drop the left hip. It's subtle. Drop the left hip, drop the left shoulder, and relax the left hand. The work here is the letting go, the peeling open just through gravity. Trust the bind. And easing into center. Knees bend, feet flat, hands down, elbows down, neutral. Elbows down beside you, heels under your knees, stand in your heels to lift your hips. Press into the elbows to lift the chest. Heels down, hands overhead to lift the heart. And we'll go 3 times. Elbows down, roll down through the spine, tail is last. Good. Press your heels, peel your hips up. Press your shoulders, lift your heart up. And elbows down, and roll down. Press your heels. Inner thighs draw towards each other. Hands overhead, so inner thighs wrap toward the floor. Elbows down, interlace your fingers, tuck a shoulder, tuck another. Draw your heels towards your hands. And then releasing, rolling down. Heels a little wide, knees a little in, hands open. May we become available to the unimaginable, soft and aligned and ready. Knees to chest, you'll roll your way up, extending the left leg out, bending the right knee. Wrap your left hand around the right hand back. And just give it a little shimmy, settle. The low back has been busy, lift the heart. No work, no force. And then the right leg extends, and as the left arm goes, you turn the chest, draws the left heel in, turn left, and give it a little shimmy. So from that base clarity, we're going to turn. Left leg straightens, right knee bends, turn right, that's exhale, letting go, turning left, that's exhale. Inhale is at the center. You just start walking. Out and turn. Out and turn. Your pace. Stand in your feet. Stand in that extended foot. Everything we've built about the strength of that energy down into your heels is what allows the heart and the back to soften. And in the softening, there's a revolution. But if we're turning with the arms and the chest, then we're creating a contraction, and the contraction won't turn. So turn from your legs, from your feet. That's what we've made all week. Last time. So good. Enough. Sit on the edge of your seat. Last place, before we dive in. Heels wide, knees soft. Interlace your fingers and circle. At the end of the night, you've made a wonderful meal. Everyone's full. We've had some tea. The candles are lit. The music is soft. The dishes are done. We wipe the countertop like we were polishing a vase. In reverse. Not out of diligence. Just the pleasure of thanking the countertop and bringing it to shine, ready for what's next. 2. And then sit up tall. And cross your legs. Anything you need, any little side to side, any little shuffle. If sitting up tall doesn't work, sit on the edge of a chair. Sit on the edge of the couch. We are ready. Remembering that it can be light, it can be small. The hands move. Just finding a little rhythm. Play with the elbows, play with the shoulders, wag the tail, like hoo-ah. You got a little of that going on, get it on. And then organize it. Whenever that shows up, just let it out. And no one will ever know. And then you bring it back. And all of a sudden, because you let that through, there's more life in what you're doing. It's not stuck in you. Good. And each one is going to be a sip in through the mouth like a straw. Out the nose. Five in the mouth. 5 out the nose. Shake it out when you need to. Maybe it gets a little bigger. And the bigger has a little quality of expansion, and the expansion might have a little quality of vertigo, a little dizziness. Soften your shoulders. Become a little more precise at the navel, a little more anchored. Play with these great beating wings. Get a little bigger and know you are safe here. And all those who would be served by your light are also safe. The bigger you get, the safer we are. Train your nervous system to trust this expansion. And then soften it. And know that the expansion, the radiance, it can now open differently as we soften. Expansion doesn't take force. Find a willingness, 30 seconds. Last set. Inhale. Little cups. Chin up, 3 more. Fill it to the top. Now tuck your chin like a cap. And gather the pelvic floor like you're closing a rosebud. Your energy gathers to the spine and rises to the midbrain. Arms are straight. So that you can release and drop your thumb to your first fingertip, the earth and Jupiter, the self and its expansion, a circuit. In the most subtle of ways, the body adjusts. Breathing in, I calm my body. And breathing out, I smile. This expansion, I am this. There is no danger here. Right now, in this moment, it is safe to expand. 30 seconds. Calm. Smile. Release the fingertips. Sweep wide, as though you could gather in this quiet to fortify future moments of instability. We'll close with 2 ohms, sweep wide. A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. Inhale. Again. Om Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. Have a really wonderful weekend. I will be in DC on Sunday for Daybreaker, dancing my heart out with 500 other souls ready to make light. Next week, I will be away, marking the conclusion. Today, Lily Kate leaves for her first 30-day expedition. College applications are in. My job is done. I will take next week, and I will travel and I will practice with a teacher that I love. I will be here Monday morning and I will teach live. And on Wednesday, I've already recorded Wednesday, and it will show up on our page, and Wednesday will be available to practice. And Friday has been recorded, and Friday will show up and be available for practice. So show up, do your practice. I will be there with you. I have shown up, and I have done practice. Next week, we use this foundation to come up and hold our hearts high. Chest starts to open. The week after that, we twist, we gather in, we rinse out, we regroup. So needed. Any questions, let me know. It's all the replays are up on my homepage, on my website, marthamcgalpin.com. Just scroll down right there. We're there. So good. Thank you, Kathleen. Yes, we want it all ready for you. So all the replays are up on YouTube. Get to it. Enjoy it. There you go.